The wolves do not hunt the weak. They hunt the strongest, because what cannot be controlled terrifies them. For years, they have whispered lies into your mind, twisted reality around your spirit, convincing you that you are nothing. Not because you are weak. That would be a waste of their time. Number. They attack because they recognize what you do not yet see. You were chosen. From the moment you entered this world, there was something about you that set alarms ringing in realms unseen. They study you. They imitate you. They try to drain the essence they can never embody, but they will never be you. That is what haunts them. Every subtle manipulation, every betrayal, every obstacle you faced was designed not to break you, but to delay your awakening. They have turned allies into adversaries. They have turned silence into a weapon. They have whispered doubt into your ears and waited patiently for you to falter. Yet here you are, still standing, still questioning, still alive. And that is the exact thing that terrifies them most. The world has been testing you in ways that others cannot comprehend, in patterns that are deliberate, in losses that were meant to strengthen rather than destroy. Before we go further, understand this. This message is not just words. It is a spark, and sparks, when fanned, become fire. Like this video, share this message, or simply carry it within yourself. Every time the truth reaches a chosen one, every time someone feels it stir within their spirit, the chains they imposed weaken, the whispers of doubt falter. They do not want you to hear this. They fear the ripple effect it will create. This is no casual motivation. This is a summons, a final call. The war has already begun. It is invisible, silent, pervasive. It does not strike with swords or fire. It strikes at your mind, your energy, your clarity. Every moment you hesitate, every moment you doubt yourself, they win. Every time you succumb to the illusion that you are ordinary, that you are powerless, that you are not enough, they gain ground. You have been tested and tormented not because you are cursed, but because you are feared. And the most dangerous force in existence is a chosen one who knows their power and refuses to be broken. You were not given this power to be ordinary. You were not sent here to blend in, to obey, to consume without creating. Your gifts, your fire, your unshakable spirit, these were placed in you before your first breath, encoded in your very being. They cannot teach it, steal it, or replicate it. And that is why they fight so hard to make you forget, to make you doubt, to make you lose yourself in cycles of pain, confusion, and exhaustion. They send distractions. They plant betrayal. They design obstacles not as punishment, but as a test, a measure of whether the fire within you is unquenchable. Look at your life, the betrayals that cut deep, the sudden losses, the moments when everything seemed to crumble, right before a breakthrough. None of it is coincidence. These were moves on a chessboard designed to keep you from your destiny. They knew you carried a light that cannot be ignored, even when you felt invisible. They knew that your awakening would shatter their control. They attacked not because you were weak, but because your potential was too great to leave unchecked. They needed you distracted, doubting yourself, trapped in endless cycles. Because a chosen one who sleeps is harmless, but a chosen one who awakens is unstoppable. And now the question comes to you, here, at this exact moment. Are you ready? Are you prepared to rise, to claim what has been written into your spirit from birth, to embrace the power they have tried to bury? Because this is no longer theory, no longer possibility. This is reality. They fear what they cannot touch. They fear what cannot be controlled. And they fear you. The awakening begins when you see what they have always known that you are not powerless, that every attack, every betrayal, every obstacle was designed not to destroy you, but to forge you into what you were always meant to become. They studied you, yes, long before you knew your own strength. They whispered doubt before you could even walk. They positioned obstacles before you could even take a step, because they knew that what was planted in you, raw, unshakable power, could never be subdued, only delayed. Look at history. The greats were always hunted, isolated, and attacked early. Jesus, Moses, Malcolm X, each faced early opposition, designed to test and refine their power before the world could witness it. They were not cursed. They were targeted. Because a force that cannot be controlled is feared, and the same is true for you. Your energy, your presence, your spirit. These are weapons they cannot manufacture. This is why they have sought to drain you, deceive you, surround you with toxicity, and plant seeds of doubt in every corner of your life. They needed you blind to your own greatness, because sight is liberation. Have you noticed how the most insightful, talented, spiritually attuned souls often endure the harshest trials? It is no accident. You were never weak. You were always a disruptor, a force that could not be ignored, and the world responded accordingly. Those closest to you, meant to uplift you, may have turned against you. Friends, lovers, allies, all instruments in a pattern too deliberate to be random. Your life was a battlefield of unseen forces, designed to teach you the resilience, clarity, and fortitude required to wield the power they feared most. Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still questioning, still rising. And that is why this message matters. It is not about fear. It is not about despair. It is about clarity, understanding, recognition. The moment you see yourself as they have always seen you, a force beyond control, a chosen one, you step into the battlefield prepared, awake and untouchable. The enemy attacks before you know your strength because they fear it. They move in silence, always observing, always calculating, because once you awaken fully, their control ends. And that is exactly what this message is for: to ignite the recognition within you, to awaken the fire that has always burned quietly beneath your surface, to make you aware that the patterns, betrayals, and obstacles were never punishment, but preparation. Every moment of loneliness, every backstab, every period of questioning your worth, these were tests, not failures, not accidents. They were proof that your power exists, that it endures, and that nothing in this world can take it from you without your consent. You were designed for trials because only through them could your divinely inherited strength be proven, refined, and ready. So here now is your first call to action. Wake up. Look at your life not as a series of misfortunes, but as the blueprint of your destiny. Recognize that every attack, every loss, every betrayal has been a signpost pointing toward your awakening. The enemy has tried for decades, lifetimes even, to keep you asleep. But that ends today. You cannot be controlled. You cannot be diminished. You are chosen, and they know it. Have you ever wondered why the moments that should have broken you instead made you stronger? Why the betrayals that cut like knives, the doors that slammed shut when you were about to rise, the people who vanished just when you needed them most, all seemed to follow a pattern you could never explain. It was never random. Each challenge, each loss, each isolation was a signal, a calibration, a test of your resilience, designed by forces both seen and unseen to temper your spirit into the weapon it was always meant to become. The fire that was sent to destroy you was the same fire that made you unbreakable. You were forged in storms that others could not survive, and each trial was a deliberate strike against the parts of you that could falter. They sought to weaken your faith, confuse your mind, and distract your energy. But through it all, a truth persisted within you. You endure, you rise, you survive. And that is exactly what they fear. Understand this. The enemy does not need to confront you with swords, armies, or open war. They move in silence, in manipulation, in subtle strategies designed to exhaust, distract, and confuse. They know the most powerful souls cannot be defeated through force alone. They attack the mind, the emotions, and the very energy that courses through your being, hoping that by the time you realize your own power, you are too drained to act. Every distraction, every toxic relationship, every betrayal, every system that seemed designed to suppress you was not mere coincidence. It was calculated. They knew that if they could keep you questioning yourself, doubting your purpose, and exhausted from fighting invisible battles, your light would never fully shine. But they underestimated one thing. You were born to rise. The most powerful people in history faced the same design. Look at Nikola Tesla, isolated and discredited, ridiculed for seeing visions the world could not comprehend. Look at Joan of Arc, condemned and burned for hearing truths others could not grasp. Muhammad Ali, silenced, attacked, doubted at every turn, yet never denied the power within him. They all faced the same script: early opposition, isolation, betrayal, doubt. The pattern is unmistakable, and so it is with you. The challenges that seem overwhelming, the moments that seem unfair, the people who have turned against you. These are not signs of weakness. They are proof of power. Every obstacle was placed to reveal, refine, and awaken the strength that was hidden within you, waiting for the moment you would finally claim it. And now, even as you read these words, you can feel it stirring inside. A sense that the world has been against you, that the universe tested you, that every struggle was not punishment, but preparation. You were never meant to fit in, to follow, to obey, to be ordinary. You were designed to disrupt, to lead, to challenge, to awaken. That is why they fear you. That is why they have tried to control you, distract you, and manipulate you. The more they push, the stronger you become. The more relentless their attacks, the more resilient your spirit grows. Their greatest fear is not that you fail, but that you awaken fully and realize the power that has always been yours. You see, power cannot be taught, borrowed, or stolen. It is encoded into your very existence. It flows through your being, shaping your energy, your intuition, your vision, your presence. A lion does not ask for permission to roar. A chosen one does not wait for validation to rise, and that is why they resent you, why they attack you differently, why they cannot contain or replicate what comes naturally to you. Your fire cannot be duplicated, and their attempts to drain or imitate you are destined to fail. They hate the fact that you never had to earn what was divinely placed within you. They hate that it flows through you effortlessly, that it is yours alone, untouchable, undeniable. And yet, the world will continue to test you. It will continue to place obstacles, manipulate allies, and send distractions to drain your focus and energy. Why? Because they know what is at stake. Your awakening is not just personal, it is universal. Every great soul who has been feared, ridiculed, or hunted carried the same threat. They could not be controlled, and their light could not be contained. They sought to suppress the gifts you now recognize within yourself, but no one, no matter how clever or relentless, can erase what is encoded in your very spirit. That is why they have attacked, isolated, and drained you since birth. And that is why, if you embrace your awakening, they will never have another chance. Your energy is magnetic, rare, sacred. They have always recognized it, even when you did not. They have studied you, measured you, and attempted to manipulate the flow of your life because they fear what they cannot possess. They will always try to imitate, to steal, to take, but their efforts are futile. They cannot replicate your essence. They cannot contain your fire. They can only try to distract you, hoping that you will give away your power voluntarily. But the moment you recognize this truth, that your energy belongs to no one but you, that your gifts were never meant to be surrendered, everything changes. Consider this. People gravitate toward your presence, yet secretly resent it. They soak up your wisdom and strength. But the moment they realize they cannot control or consume you, admiration turns to envy, kindness turns to resistance, and love turns to manipulation. This is why life has been a battlefield from the beginning. This is why betrayal cut so deep, why friends vanished when you needed them most, why isolation has been a constant companion. You were never meant to blend in, to follow, to obey. You were meant to rise, and their resistance is confirmation of the power that flows through you. Look around you. History is filled with examples of those who were attacked, ridiculed, and silenced because their gifts threatened the status quo. Michael Jordan denied and doubted. Tesla discredited and ignored. Joan of Arc executed for perceiving truths others could not. Muhammad Ali vilified for defying limits others set. Every chosen soul is tested, challenged, and isolated. It is the price of carrying a light too bright, a power too rare, a purpose too significant to be ignored. The world does not reward the ordinary, and it fears the extraordinary. That is your reality, and that is your call to action. Every betrayal, every loss, every moment when you questioned your worth was never a reflection of your value. It was a reflection of what the world cannot control. The fire within you, the unshakable strength that refuses to be dimmed. Those who seek to drain you, manipulate you, or hold you back are powerless in the face of your awakening. And that is why they work so tirelessly to keep you distracted, exhausted, and doubting yourself. The moment you claim your power, the moment you fully embrace the gifts you were born with, everything shifts. The attacks lose their potency, the manipulators lose their influence, and the path to your destiny becomes undeniable. Watch the patterns. Notice who drains you, who energizes you, who seeks to take, and who seeks to build. Your energy is your greatest weapon. Those who do not belong in your life will always attempt to take it, to feed on it, to leave you depleted. Those who are aligned with your spirit will elevate, strengthen, and inspire you. Protect your energy. Guard your presence. Honor the force within you, because once you do, the world shifts. The wrong people fade, the distractions lose their grip, and the right allies begin to appear. Your power, once protected, becomes unstoppable. The enemy fears this more than anything. They fear a chosen one who knows their value, who guards their energy, and who refuses to give it away to those who would misuse it. They fear a warrior who does not seek permission, who does not wait for validation, who does not hesitate. And this is your moment. The awakening continues, the fire grows, and the path becomes clearer. Your past, the betrayals, the losses, the manipulations, all of it was designed to teach you the one lesson they cannot touch, that you are unstoppable when you own your power. Now consider this carefully. They will come for you, not with chains, not with swords, but with deception, distraction, and manipulation. Fake allies, toxic influences, and opportunists will emerge when they see your light rising. They will attempt to pull you back, to gaslight you, to create doubt, to remind you of the person you once were, the version of you that could be controlled. But that person is gone. You are no longer the one they could influence. You are awake. You are aware. You are chosen. And that is exactly what terrifies them. Stand firm. Protect your energy. Guard your mind. Watch carefully who seeks to influence your path. The attacks are real, but they are only effective if you allow them to be. Do not argue with those who cannot understand your purpose. Do not explain your transformation to those who are not meant to walk with you. The lion does not justify its roar to sheep, and the chosen one does not negotiate their awakening with those who fear their light. Every effort to diminish you, distract you, or manipulate you is a testament to the power you carry. The time for hesitation is over. The tests, the betrayals, the storms you've endured, they were never designed to defeat you. They were designed to prepare you. Every moment when the world seemed against you, every time you questioned your worth, every instance when those closest to you turned away or betrayed your trust, it was all a measure of your readiness. The universe has been sculpting you, refining your spirit, sharpening your mind, and igniting a fire within your soul that cannot be extinguished. You have walked through darkness that would have crushed ordinary souls. Yet here you are, still standing, still searching, still rising. That alone is proof. You were never meant to be small. You were never meant to be ordinary. You were never meant to live a life dictated by fear, doubt, or limitation. You were born to break the chains, to shatter illusions, and to lead the way where no one else dares to tread. The war is not fought in open battlefields. It is invisible, subtle, and relentless. It is fought in the unseen spaces, in the quiet corners of your mind, in the shadowed moments where doubt and fear creep in. The enemy does not need swords when they can twist reality, when they can manipulate perception, when they can drain your energy and redirect your focus. They will send people to distract you, to gaslight you, to make you question the very essence of your purpose. And yet, every challenge, every manipulation, every trial is evidence of the power you carry, evidence that you are a threat to their control, that your light cannot be contained, that your gifts cannot be stolen. They attack the chosen not because you are weak, but because you are strong beyond measure. They attempt to extinguish a flame that will never die, and every effort they make to weaken you only strengthens your resolve. Look closely at your life. How many times have people shown their true colors just when you needed them most? How many times have your intentions been twisted, your trust betrayed, your generosity exploited? This is the signature of power. They will never love you the way you are. They will love the reflection of what they can manipulate, control, or consume. Those who cannot follow your altitude will leave. Those who cannot match your vision will fade. Those who cannot comprehend your energy will turn against you. And yet, with every departure, every loss, every heartbreak, your soul has grown sharper, stronger, more refined. You have been walking alone, not because you are unloved, but because your path has always demanded solitude, because the chosen cannot be surrounded by mediocrity, because the chosen are always called to lead, to disrupt, to rise. You have been deceived into believing your struggle is a curse, your isolation a punishment, your hardships a reflection of your inadequacy. That is the lie. Your trials are not obstacles meant to hold you down. They are tests, preparations, and awakenings designed to reveal the depth of your strength, the clarity of your purpose, and the brilliance of your spirit. Look at the legends who walked before you: Moses in the wilderness, Jesus denied by those closest to him, Malcolm X abandoned before his rise, Joan of Arc persecuted for seeing what others could not. The pattern is clear. The more powerful the soul, the more intense the opposition. The greater the gifts, the heavier the attacks. But you are still here, still breathing, still standing. And that is what terrifies those who cannot control you. The fact that you are indestructible when you claim your power. Your energy is sacred. Your presence is magnetic. Your gifts are rare. Those who are aligned with your spirit will elevate you, inspire you, and build with you. Those who are not will drain, deceive, and manipulate you. The moment you recognize this truth, the moment you stop giving away your energy to those who seek only to take, the world begins to shift. The distractions fade. The manipulators lose influence. The wrong people vanish, and the right connections appear. Your power is unstoppable when protected, your fire uncontainable when nurtured, and your influence undeniable when claimed. Never forget, not everyone deserves access to your light. Not everyone is worthy of your time, your energy, your trust, or your love. Guard it fiercely, for it is the source of your ascension. And make no mistake, they will come for you. The moment your power becomes undeniable, the moment you rise beyond their control, the moment you awaken fully, you will be targeted. False friends will resurface, opportunists will appear, and manipulators will test you in every way possible. They will attempt to pull you back into old patterns, to make you doubt yourself, to distract you from your purpose, to dim your light. But the difference now is this: you see clearly. You understand the patterns. You know the intentions. You are no longer vulnerable to the illusions that once held you captive. You are awake. You are chosen. You are unstoppable. Let the attacks come. Let the manipulations unfold. Let the betrayals attempt to weaken you. Every effort they make to contain your light will fail, because the power you carry cannot be touched, borrowed, or stolen. It is divinely encoded into your soul. It is written in the fabric of your being. And every obstacle they place, every hardship they impose, every moment of doubt they plant, only serves to ignite your fire, sharpen your focus, and strengthen your resolve. You have been trained in the crucible of life, tempered in trials that would destroy others. And now, you are prepared to step fully into your destiny. Look back at your journey. Every struggle, every loss, every setback has been preparing you for this moment. Every tear, every heartbreak, every betrayal was not a sign of failure. It was proof of your power. The world has been trying to break you because it has always feared the force within you. But the one thing they cannot control is your will, your spirit, your decision to rise. And now, the choice is yours. Continue to let them define your path. Continue to give away your power. Continue to doubt yourself. Or step into your destiny fully, unapologetically, and without hesitation. This is the moment to rise. Not tomorrow, not when it feels easier, not when the world finally recognizes your worth. Now. The time for waiting is over. The time for excuses, for doubt, for hesitation is finished. The moment you act, the moment you claim what is already yours, everything changes. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable crumble. The manipulations that once held you captive dissolve. The enemies who sought to dim your light are powerless. And your power, long suppressed, long ignored, long tested, explodes into existence, unstoppable, undeniable, and transformative. Understand this clearly. The universe has been preparing you for this moment since the day you were born. Every challenge was intentional, every betrayal meaningful, every loss necessary. You have been tested, pushed, and refined because only the strongest, the most resilient, the most determined can carry the gifts you were given. Your purpose demands power. Your destiny demands clarity. Your soul demands action. And all that remains is for you to claim it. When you step into your power, the world will shift in response. Those who doubted you, those who tried to control you, those who sought to suppress your gifts, will be forced to recognize your light. The path will not be easy, but it will be yours. Every step you take forward, every boundary you enforce, every choice to protect your energy strengthens your influence and amplifies your presence. You will inspire others who are lost, awaken those who are dormant, and lead those who are ready to rise alongside you. Your impact is not just personal, it is global, spiritual, and eternal. And so the final message is simple, yet profound. Rise, claim your energy, protect your gifts, embrace your purpose. Do not wait for permission, validation, or approval. Do not allow fear, doubt, or manipulation to dictate your path. The world has tried to break you. The enemy has tried to stop you, and even your own mind may have questioned your worth. But none of it matters now. You have survived. You have endured. You have been refined. And the power you were born with is yours to wield. Step forward. Stand tall. Speak with authority. Move with purpose. Protect your energy. Guard your mind. Honor your spirit. Recognize the signs, the patterns, the distractions, the attacks, and know that they are only evidence of your power. You are chosen. You are unstoppable. You are destined to rise. And the world, whether it recognizes it or not, will have no choice but to witness the force of your awakening. This is the moment. This is your destiny. No more hesitation, no more waiting, no more excuses. Step into the fullness of your power. Claim what has always been yours and let the world tremble in the presence of a soul that refuses to be dimmed, a spirit that cannot be broken, and a force that cannot be contained. You are chosen, you are powerful, and you are unstoppable. Rise now, and let nothing, no one, and no circumstance stand in your way.